G'day mate and welcome back to Factorio with me, Jetty. Over the last couple of episodes we've been working on mastering Gleber. We have done bioflux, we've also done rocket fuel and carbon fiber and of course plastic. We only have a few items left that I need to actually make on Gleber that we could, well, the last couple of items, well, the next couple of items we're not going to actually be exporting because I want to do iron and copper next. But I'm so confident that I can get iron and copper done quickly and easily that I also want to do, well, green circuits, red circuits, blue circuits, not the acid. We're going to leave the acid. And also, actually, we're going to leave the acid. And also LDS. I want to get all this done in one episode so I can move what we have, well, remove more of what we have up here and bring it down here. Also, at the same time, it means we're one step closer to doing science. But before I get to do iron and copper and also all the other components, we can actually launch rockets locally, I need to ask a very important question, and of course that is, where the hell's the common man? The common man, being our common ship that is made from nothing but normal quality, is on its way to the shattered planet. It is 3.4 million kilometers of the 4 million total, and well, if we check on this, it's not in the thick of it yet. It's still got a little bit more to go, but the fact that it's still running at full speed, being 121, because it doesn't have that many thrusters, especially for such a wonderful ship. It's going to take a little while longer to get there. Probably going to get there by the end of this episode. So that means I'm now in a rush to get, well, iron and copper done. God, that's a lot of promethium. If only we could make promethium science in space. If only we didn't need binaries. It would make life so much easier. Okay, so let's get iron and copper done. So can we copy YouTube? Can we take them with us? And we need to walk past our instant bioflux, of course, our rocket fuel, our plastic build that we're doing nothing with yet until we get well, red circuits up and running and LDS. So we need both of these guys. The good news is we've done this a few times now, and I should be able to copy you. Yep, you should work. That's weird that it's, I guess it's not being used, so still weird that the first part's molded out, but the last part hasn't, but sure. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in auto re-kickstarting itself, and that's why we set them up this way. Can I put you... Well, let's put you over here to start with, so we have a bit of building space. That's our bioflux leaving the planet, and we should be good to go. Okay, can I get a power? Cool. Can I get power there, and then can I bring you two down here? Actually, can we just do the iron first? All right. So, iron, we need to have iron bacteria and, of course, bioflux. We have bioflux coming out of this build, but I also need a second one that I need to fill with, probably speed modules, which we need to kickstart the iron process. That is, taking some jelly and then hopefully get some iron bacteria out. Also, we get a whole lot of spoilage, an awful lot of spoilage. The plan is, with all these builds, to deal with the spoilage on site rather than dumping the network. You should make, given all the bad things that can happen, 4.5 iron bacteria per second, which should be enough easily to kickstart this. This only needs a little bit of iron bacteria, just one, to then spit out another 4 and start the replication process. So let's start with the basics. I'm going to need you to be able to take in iron bacteria. That's the wrong thing I wanted. I'll remove that. Cool. I also need you, actually, I need this to be at this end. Can you go away? Can I also have you output iron bacteria? Actually, can I copy it from there? Cool. Can I get another power pole just so we don't have to deal with the flashing? And you're going to make 4.99 per second. I'd like you to make a little bit more. Can I start throwing these at the problem? 140. 140 is a great number. That's half a belt's worth. So I'm going to give you 2 inserters. 2 inserters should be half a belt's worth. And then this should be able to fire itself. It should be able to output half a belt worth of iron bacteria that we can obviously is going to turn into iron after 1 minute, and we should be good to go. I need a second one of these guys to output it on the other side of the belt. Can I put you, I don't know. Let's go with here. Actually, let's go with, here or here. Let's go with there to start with. Can I get a long head inserter? And can I have you also put iron bacteria in this guy? Can I get this guy to output here? And actually, I want to swap that to there. I want to swap this to here. And I want to move you to here. Cool. You're doing 115. I need you to do a little bit more. You're now going to do 140 as well. So you have 3 beacons. You have 3 beacons. That's perfect. So I just need to make sure the third beacon is about as far to the right as it can go. And if you're not running, you're not running. That's how we're going to keep things. and we're just going to dump the iron bacteria on the belts, and then it's going to pop out the other side. Okay, you. That's an awful lot of jelly. Maybe we don't want speed modules for you. That's plenty of jelly. Okay, I need you to output iron bacteria here. And if it's not iron bacteria, I basically want it to put it out here. And this is going to be spoilage. Yeah, and then I just need to get potentially a whole lot of jelly in here. You make 300 jelly per second, which is good. You could possibly make 55 bioflux. I need about half that. So I need about 28 to run both these guys at full speed. Why don't you move down slightly? And I get this whole build to move to, say, here. Okay, and that means I'm probably going to need this jelly machine to go a little bit faster. You need 65 jelly. That leaves us about 260 jelly left over. No, actually, that's going to be perfectly fine. Right, can I move the robot? Can I have, how we do with spoilage on this belt? This, oh, it's right here. We're burning it right here. Okay, can I put your spoilage in here? I do need to get spoilage out of these guys. So actually I'm gonna have to move that one tile up. Can I put you here, you here? That's definitely running the wrong way. Let me run the belt that way. Can I get your spoilage to come join your spoilage? And then we can just feed it all into this heating tower. And the only other thing I need to do, and this is where things might get a little bit awkward, is I need a inserter to take jelly and put jelly in here. With a, when jelly goes moldy, throw it that way. Cool. That should be all we need. Yeah, that's a very, very tight compact build for potentially a full belt of, well, iron bacteria out. Can I get that, and you're already legendary, so that should be in. All the inserters are fast enough. The only other thing I want to do is I want to wire up some spots. So, can I get a wire? From you to, no, just to the first machine, actually. So, you, I want you to read contents, including crafting, because if it's in crafting, I definitely want you to also stop, potentially. I want you to only enable if iron bacteria equals 0. So, if iron bacteria equals 0, then you can turn on. You need to have nutrients. You need to have nutrients. Everybody needs some nutrients. I don't have any nutrients on me. Why don't I have any nutrients on me? Cool. Can I get... No, I've got a ghost nutrients in my hand. Best type. Can I get some nutrients in you guys so we can get a calculation of how much you need? And the answer is 6. You make 99. Cool. We're good on nutrients. Nutrients are going to come out down here. And I think the easiest answer is... well, they're molded to start with, but that's fine. I think the easiest answer is we're just going to longhand this stuff in. Oh, that could be a problem for you. Okay, what happens if we bring in from the back? If I slide you up one tile, you're now not in range. Okay. Well, I can put them at the bottom. We can put the beacons at the bottom instead. Okay, it does mean everything's on the wrong side of the belt. So let's do a little bit of rearranging. No, I want those there. You still have 3 beacons, and you have 3 beacons. Cool. All right, can we pick up nutrients? Put that there. Pick up this nutrients. Put this here. Can I put this spoilage here instead? Can I put this spoilage here instead? Can I remove you? Can I have the spoilage go up? We have the nutrients come down, and then we're going to go in this way, in this way. Okay, so that should uncomplicate some of that. This inserter is going to have to go here instead. I then need to underground through here so I can bring the nutrients. No, they're going north. Okay, can I move the robot to, I don't care where, just out of my way. So I don't need to put a split there, and you're going to go here. I don't need you anymore, and we can then bring nutrients to here. Okay, so that should solve at least the bottom half of my problem. Okay, you need to be rearranged. I don't need to do this time round, and I can dump the spoilage in there. That's probably the easiest answer. Technically, I could take the spoilage out and dump it on that belt. Can I do... Actually, no, we're going to do exactly that. Can I move you to there? Can I move you to somewhere? You to somewhere. Can I move you to somewhere as well? Cool. Can I move this to here? Then we're going to go in. You get to go away. We get to go in and in. And this gets moved back to there. And then at this point, I'm going to grab our spoilage here. I'm going to move it forward 3 tiles and then turn it right and dump it there. Okay, so this should be iron bacteria done. Okay, if, you know, it does mean I'm going to output jelly all the time. Actually, I prefer not to output jelly all the time. Can I do that instead? Yeah, so I'm going to wire into this belt as well. No, not into the belt, into the inserter. That's a much better idea. Into the inserter. If iron bacteria equals 0, enable if iron bacteria, which is here somewhere, equals 0. Okay, so if there's no iron bacteria, then you can output. All right, so if that's iron, I just need to possibly do the exact same for copper. So can I put you here? Can I just take this whole shaboom and vertically flip it? Yeah, vertically flip it. Can I put this here? Okay, can I copy that recipe to there and there? Can I output that one to there? Can I just remove you and you and you, and then can I have you be copper, and you're going to need to be looking for copper bacteria, and you're going to be, nope, you don't have any wiring on you. You don't have enable disabled. Please tell me you don't have enable disabled. Cool. Read contents, including crafting, yes, and that goes away. The spoilage goes down. No, it goes to here. Oh. Oops. Okay, spoilage goes to this belt. And then we're going to have to bring the spoilage from here to here. And you're going to have to do the same. You're going to have to go just a little bit of a twist to get on this feed out belt. And then you don't need jelly, you need mash. Mash is over here. Okay, that does complicate things slightly. Can I have mash? Can we move you left 1 tile? Can I output mash here? Can I bring that to? I can. Excellent. Okay, how much mash do you need? As much as you can get. How much bioflux do you need? 14 again. Just do 140. Cool. As long as that maths matches. Okay, so I need to have a whole of 28, 52. 52 bioflux. We make 55, so we're just there. And that does mean that if you're running flat out, you need 83, which is like half the amount that you're producing. Also, you'd need 66, which is like a quarter of the amount you're using. It does mean I'm going to be a little bit low on the mash to feed this build. But at the end of the day, I honestly don't think that matters because I just need it running. And I don't see a situation where we're going to be running both iron and copper flat out at the same time with the Kickstarters running flat out at the same time. But I do need to get this into here, which we can do like that. And my problem, no, actually it won't be a problem. Okay, so you are only going to enable if that equals 0, and I should be able to link to this inserter and copy that one to there. Oh, well, that changed the filter as well. Fine, change the filter back. You and you. Cool. So if there's no copper in here, you can work and the inserter can work. If there's no iron in here, this machine can work and this inserter can work. Okay. Mold gets kicked out of everywhere. Nutrients go in. This gives me a belt of iron and a belt of copper. And I'm planning on processing it here into, well, iron and copper. You know, real iron and copper in a foundry. So, in theory, oh, this is bioflux. Where did I decide to put? I didn't really decide to put it bioflux anywhere. Well, actually, now you mention it. Why can't I do that? No reason. This used barely anything. You need 6. So I need a whole of 6, 12 bioflux. So we can put nutrients on one and bioflux on the other. Sure, that works. All right, with that now worked out, can I put this? No, I can't fit it. But one tile. Okay, we're going to put that there. Can I pick up the whole thing? And can I put that in like our next little gap? Bing. Well, I want to try and line them all up. Bing. I guess right here. Sure. Okay, with that done, it should be just feeding my 2 belts. Throw a power pole somewhere. Technically, I can shove it in the middle of a belt, but I prefer not to. Actually, we just put it at the end. Oh, that should solve everything. Can I copy this? And we want to paste that right about there. I can remove that. I can remove that. No, no, I don't care if there's water in the way. Just make some landfill. Wait, with that done, that should be everything we need. That should fire up this system. It should fire up this system. This has a requester system in case something goes bad, which doesn't bring in bioflux. No, we don't need to bring bioflux into this one. Okay, so you're booted, you're full of stuff, and you're not yet. Wow. Oh, because I didn't change this filter. That'll do it every time. Change that filter. Okay. You're now fired, you're now running. At least you're about to be. More importantly, this instead is off because there's definitely iron ore in here, and therefore you're not running. Cool. Alright, so can I take my belts? I'm going to take, well, this belt up to this belt. And then I'm not going to get you guys to sit through this part because we're basically just going to bring the belts to, actually probably right here. Alright, all done. No, not all done. Where's my iron? Where is my iron? Oh. You have nutrients, but you're not outputting because... Oh, you have iron ore as well. Yes, because it's sat in there too long. Okay. No, I want both of them. Yes, that's going to be very important because if it sits there too long, we might get raw, pre-molded iron and copper. Can I put this in here? Cool. That one, that one, that one, and that one. All right. So that should now fix that problem. You now have no materials, which means I need you to have the same filter. I need you to have the same filter. Okay, so, and mold goes that way. I do want to upgrade that guy to a stack inserter. And it also means I want to upgrade that guy to a stack inserter. Alright, so it's restarted. You still have some mold to clear out, but once the mold's cleared out, we're fine. Yes. Need to make sure that these systems restart. Okay, so this should be fairly easy. I need iron and copper. My issue is going to be I don't know how much iron and copper I need, so I'm not going to worry about iron and copper smelting to start with. I want to work on this half. So this half is I need to have, LDS. LDS, we have maximum productivity, so I don't actually need any modules in you. Blue circuits, I have maximum productivity. I don't need modules in you. Red and green, I need modules in both. Okay, can I get you? Can I build you here? Cool. Can I grab a beacon? And potentially, I want like a lot of LDS, like an awful lot. That's 46. Can I just take this and rotate it around and dump that there, and there, and there? Cool. 69.
Nice.
I'll take 69. Okay. So I want 69. We're going to have 69.
Nice.
Iron, copper. I'm not sure where iron and copper is going to be, but you're going to output 69. It does mean I need to get 86 plastic. I didn't bring the plastic belt. Plastic belt, come for a drive. Here, here to here to here to there. Please fit up the side of this. It does by one tile. Cool. And the plastic can come to there. All right. So that's that one done. Now, if I'm going to make 96 of them, I need to make at least 96 blue circuits, preferably a little bit more, because we need blue circuits for a couple of things, whereas LDS we need for basically rocket launches, nothing else. So can I put you here? Yeah, you here, you here. What are we up to? 32, there, and there. We're up to 45. Okay, turns out we're going to do 45 and 69. That's just going to be the numbers I'm going to choose. Maybe even less, because if I can directly feed these guys in here, I would prefer to. Can I remove that so I can put this? Yeah. Okay, 29, and you need 20. Okay, so that's a match made in heaven. I can't get any more beacons from this guy. That's unfortunate. If I move you up a tile, I can move you up a tile, and if I put you here, you're out of range. Yeah. Yeah, I'd really like to get Well, actually, I can do that. That's 54, which is closer. That also means you need 27. You're making 29. We're still ahead of the curve. Okay. Does also mean you need 270 green circuits. Okay, that could be a problem, but that's a problem. We'll jump when we get there. Can I move you down a tile? Because I can actually move you down a tile and have just a squidge more space. Okay. I want to make some assumptions. So my assumption is stack and setup. My assumption is I'm going to output LDS, have after an autosave. I'm going to output LDS there. My new assumption is I want to move this down one tile, and I want to output blue circuits here. And actually, you can also probably slide to the left. 54. Change your speed, has it? No, they're all just as close as they were. Cool. Can I put a belt and underground? Can I tap that into there? That way, LDS is going to be on top of the belt. Blue circuits automatically get filled in on the underneath. 29. So 29 means if I do this, you're good to go. Ooh. I could do this instead. And that becomes my source of red circuits and also my source into this building. Cool. I like that. All right. So, and if you can go any faster, that's just a bonus because, well, I'd take it if I can get it because I'm going to need red circuits for, you know, all the things that you need red circuits for on Gleber. Not massive amounts, and I'm going to have an uncapped box anyway, so we're probably going to be covered, but I want to have those. Okay. And then I need to have green circuits. Green circuits. Can I put you here? I need to have 25 plus 270. So I need about 300 at least. Okay. To get 300, we're going to have speed. 350. That didn't take long. All right. Can I get a foundry? Can I copy you? Can I put a foundry here and a foundry here? You're going to be doing irons, obviously, at the top. So you're going to be doing iron plate. You're going to be doing copper wire. Can I flip you around? You need 127, and you make 175, so that should cover us there. And you make 400 and something, then you only need 300 and something. So that should cover us there as well. Can I get you? Can I put you here and here? Now, outputs. I could do this. So we're going to have this belt run up. This is going to feed the left side of the belt. This is going to run down, and then one more tile. And then I'm going to flip this back up and then side load it on there. That should give me a full belt here. And I can do a full belt here. It could be a little bit more difficult due to that the foundry is one tile bigger than the EM plant. Okay, you're going to output on the right-hand side. You're going to also output on the right-hand side. Output on the right-hand side. So if I do this, that means you're going to go down. You're going to side load on the same side of the belt. So will give me half a belt there. If I do this, that'll give me a full belt. Actually, I wonder if I can do... So you both output on the right-hand side of the belt. You would both output on the left-hand side of the belt. Well, actually, you'd output on the bottom side of the belt, which becomes the left after it goes around the corner. You can output straight, and then you're going to go on the left as well. So yes, that gives me a second full belt here. Okay, that makes life easy. You need to have 270, which means you're going to need a belt in a bit, and you need to have 25, plus you're going to need copper wire. Copper wire we have right here. Can I copy you? And now, how well can I get this to line up with that? Okay, can I cut this? Can I move this? Can I put this here, let's say? Here, let's say. Oh, we get even more beacon coverage that doesn't have power. Can I get power? Can I put this? Ooh, here, maybe. Possibly. Yep, that's good. All right, so... what was I saying? You make 350, but I can add more beacons over here. I just put power. I get another beacon there and another beacon there. Okay. 400 off the scales. Sure. 400 off the scales is what we're going to go with. I'm going to take my green circuits. Okay, these green circuits are going to come into this guy. He's going to need... Oh, actually, no, he's going to possibly need 4 inserters for that. Okay, let's not put our green circuits into this guy. Let's take... Let's take this. Oh, that's a bad placement. Can I put this here? Can we go straight line up? Do I want to put plastic with... No, okay. Do I want to... okay. So we're going to move you. We're going to move you. You're going to have to go through a shuffle. Which I'm not entirely happy about, but let's go with a shuffle to get the blue circuits out. Okay. And you're doing 54, so 1 insert is fine. Can I set you a filter, please, so we know what you're doing? This one, can I set a filter there, just reds, and just there for reds? Okay. Can I bring this to here? Okay, if I bring that to there, I can't get all 3 of them, because I definitely want a pipe here for my acid. That'll come from the north, because I still need to do acid. And we're going to do that. We're going to remove the whoop. Remove the red, and then we go there, there, and there. Okay, so green circuits are going to come out half there. The other half are going to come out this way, under this machine. And then I need to get green circuits. Well, actually, I can steal some of the green circuits here for this guy. That means that 1 inserter will satisfy him. So that just means he needs copper wire and plastic. This can output the copper wire. I just need to find the plastic. It's over to our left, which means whatever green circuits I have left you come into here, and you can get 3 inserters. I really want you to go 4th. Can I move that to there? There's actually nothing stopping me moving that to there, and then doing this. Okay. Same time, I need to have some green circuits in the network, so we're going to get capacity provider and throw it there. Whatever's left over can go on the network. Okay, that should be this. All right, so I just need to have plastic. You also need plastic. Okay, can I have you go down, have plastic come up, merge the 2 like this, bring this to here, have you have an inserter in, which is going to be wire and plastic. Actually, we're going to do 2 separate inserters, 1 for wire and 1 for plastic, just to, you know, just on the off chance that one of them gets jammed. Okay, power goes there. Problem solved. Okay, can I move you to there? All right, can I have an underground from here to... Really? How about here? Oh, I could do that one. Okay, can I move you back a bit? I can move you back one top. Cool. We're going to do plastic and copper, and then we're going to place over the mud here, and then I'm going to grab another inserter to do our plastic into LDS. Okay, that should be everything done. So, nope, I need to work out this. All right, so I need to have 561 molten copper plus 4.3k copper. So I need a copper machine. Copper machine is going to go here. You have a little bit of speed to start you off, and you're doing 3.6k already. That, actually, no, let's just do this, this, this. Cool, let's do that. Can I get a longhand inserter here? Maybe? I don't know. Can I get calcite? Actually, can I turn the group off? Then can I get calcite? Yep, and can I get 500, and we're at 5.6k copper. We need 500 plus 4.3, so we've hit our goal. And I haven't gone over the 600, so I should be able to do it all with 1 pipe. Can I move you down to here so you line up with this guy? Okay, can I put this one? Let's go with here. Yep, that's in the beacon range. You make 5,000. I need 1,000. Plus, I need another 1,000. Okay, so you don't have quite enough speed yet. But if I put nope. Okay, if I delete this and then I put this here, I need power. Can I put power there? We're now at 5.6k, and I need do that again. With an exact number. What? 2,000? Oh, it's 1.3. I thought it was 5.3. Oh, but easy street. Easy street. Can I put you there? You need 5 calcite. You need 4 calcite. That's less than 13 the long-handed soda can move. So that just means I need to take copper from here to here, and then from here to here. Copper in. Copper right. Copper more right. Copper, extra copper out, just in case. Alright, iron. Can I get iron here? Hook up the other one as well, to here. And you're going to go there to there. This one does have to get down the bottom, which could be difficult, but we'll give it a whirl. Okay, getting past those beacons is going to be a nightmare. Can I... Oh, actually. Can I get you to stop here? Then can I get you to go down? Then can I get you to go left? Then can I get a pipe there and a pipe there and a pipe there? And that should be our iron plugged into everything. Yeah, it is. Cool. Alright, so, plastic, which is... Oh, remove that spoilage. Oh. Can I do... You're in a bad position. I actually need 0.99 spoilage. Oh, bioflux. Can I do... Oop, copy that filter to there. Can I move you to there? Can I grab you and I put you there? And that solves all the problems. This is why we build the blueprints and then we go and actually test them to see if they break them. Okay, can I bring this to here? And then to here. Hi, rockets. Can I bring the copper up? Copper can go right here for all I care. Yep. Hi, rockets. More bioflux headed to Narvis. And then can I bring the iron to there, to there, to there. And then tuck you in a tile and bring that up to there. And then all I need is... Well, actually, I really like you with filters. Yep. And I like you with the filter, and you with the filter. You're going to be copper, copy, pasto, presto, and you're going to be iron, copy, pasto, presto. It's something I've started doing. I've started putting filters on everything. Not because I need it, but because I can. Okay, can I put you... You can be these guys. Can I get 2, 3? What do you need? 200. Let's go with 3. You need 200 as well. And then if I turn you on... That should be it running. Where's plastic? Plastic is now running. You're going to do 11 per second. Oh, that's right. The beacon had to go one tile to the right. Oh. Oh, I remember. I shuffled everything, and then it had to go one tile to the right. When I was making up the blueprint, I was looking at it. I'm like, no, that's not going to quite work. Okay, so can I do... Oh, and you need to go one tile left. Yeah, okay. There were last minute changes. Can I put you here to here? Can I remove this? Can I put you to here? I think this is how it is in the finalized blueprint. Just a little bit of dirty rearranging at the last second. Can I fit bioflux into there? It also probably has the spoilage problem. But I should be able to take spoilage out here and then bring it to here. Oh, actually, do I have this belt? Can I just bring it into there? I can feed around here and feed in via this guy. Yeah, that works. Okay, so we just need the bots to place that. The problem is it's miles away, so the bot's not very good at getting to it. Can I move you one to the left? Hey! You don't have acid, but apart from that, you're running. You're all running, and we're definitely making, well, green circuits in the boxes, red circuits in the boxes. Oh, this is all on one side of the belt. Oh, bugger. Yeah, it is. Okay, can I remove you? Can I... I said when I did it, and I still screwed it up. I have one tile. I need 2 to have it in and out. Um, if I go the other way, things don't change. If I... Okay, if I have you go forward, I have you go here. If I give me two sides of top. If I do the exact same treatment here, no, because that's still going to give me... I have to have you come out the front. I don't really have room for you to come out the front. So I can get a 50-50 belt here, which is going to be half of them on each side of the belt. That much I can do without a problem. Oh, actually, hang on. Can I move this way? Yes. Can I move this way? There's a lot of calcite in my pocket. That's fine. I am happy to see you. Can I move this to here? And then I can copy this again and do that. And then we can just put a... an old merger. Actually, just shove that in there, bring it back out, bring this to here, and tuck that in there. Yeah, that's like balance 15 different ways from 0. Okay, can I put you... Well, I guess down here works. Does mean that you put out slightly less green circuit, but let's be honest, I don't really need 427 per second. So, that'll be perfectly fine. So, apart from blue circuits, which don't exist because they don't have acid, because in our next episode, now we have iron and copper, I need to do this. So I need to get sulfur, which we have a bio... Nope, I need a bio. I need a bio configuration to make sulfur. So we just need to have some spoilage and some bioflux. We've done that before. To also get some carbon, which of course comes from our carbon maker, which comes from burnt spoilage, which comes from us making spoilage, to then make some coal, to then take the coal with some sulfur and make some explosives. Also, sulfur is going to mean that I can make sulfuric acid with a little bit of iron. Conveniently, we have a little bit of iron right here, and that'll let me get acid. Acid goes to you. That makes you very happy. Actually, let me just where are we? This. Can I just shove that in there? Cool. Can I put you here? Can you get a single inserter that goes there? Can I don't have the sulfur. That's the only thing I don't have. Yeah, this is why it's going to have to wait for the next episode. Because I need to have the sulfur, which means I need to have bioflux and then I'm making a stable ingredient, which means we can make it down here and just ship it up. In fact, I might find if I can shove this behind this one currently, because this is very tiny. And what? Our splash comes to here and it's not burned. Huh. Well, there's a solution for that one too. Can I put this? Always these things. Gleber is the ultimate planet in showing you what you did not think of in the process of building a build, and therefore how long until it breaks. I didn't deal with the spoilage, so it broke. It's fine. We're allowed to have breakages. All right. This is where I'm going to leave it. Next episode, yeah. I need to make sulfur. I need to make carbon again. We technically have a source for carbon, but I'm just going to make a new one. So we can then make coal, so then we can make explosives, so then we can make rockets. And then it means that I don't need, well, I don't need anything but science. Side note, we are still flying. We're at 3,500 now, so it's getting worse, but it's still getting there. We're still flying, and science is still ticking along. It's not as fast as I'd like. We're definitely having a few issues with science delivery. Oh, we have mold. What was the mold science I was trying to do? I think it was rockets. Rockets. Explosives, that's the one. Strong explosives. Or we could do this one. Let's just shove that one up front. Just for a little bit. Yeah, we just get a little bit more research productivity. You know, if the mold lasts 2 minutes, which normally it doesn't. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to leave this episode here. This is a work in progress. We've got one more thing that's not science related left, and then I have to do science, which I'm looking forward to, because if I get science done, it means I can do researches like this rather than have the Enders here flying around with how much? Oh, only 500,000 science on board because we couldn't dispose of it last time we dropped it off. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Thanks for watching. As always, if you're interested in the blueprints for, well, iron, copper, or, well, our little blue circuit LDS maker, by all means, they are available on Patreon. My way of giving back to those who choose to support the channel. But with all that said and done, yes, I need a belt. As always, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. See you in the very next video. All right, bye.